being an open mind and being a sponge is so important. A lot of people in the industry feel like they know everything, or they feel like they can't learn something from somebody else. And I can learn something from anybody. I don't care if it's your first day in hair school. There's something you could teach me either by showing me how to do a different way or what not to do so I can prevent that from happening in the future with somebody else. And I think it's important that the barber community understands it's just about taking action. Like, get the reps in. If you have a desire to cut hair, just start with your boys. Start with your brother. Start with a family member. Just get the reps in. And you do teach too, right?
Yes, I have full-time education, part-time barber. I cut 2 days a week behind the chair. I teach 2 to 3 days a week. We just recently opened up a salon. My girlfriend, she does lashes. And so we just opened up a lash salon. So I've been working with these ladies here, and I've been full-time with them. And you know how it is to own a business. It's a full-time job. And so it's taken up a lot of my time. And then I get to travel and educate with Clipper. I work with JR Clipper Company, and I have that platform with being like a platform artist, with teaching, for companies. But then I established my own platform where I do my own classes. So like, I don't know if you saw over this weekend, I did a shear class with a bunch of barbers. That's like my own platform, and that platform is called Share and Grow Education. And I say that because the more that I share, the more that I grow as a barber, as an individual, as a businessman, and so I'm constantly just educating all the time.
Okay, that's a nice little crossover between lashes and barbering. You couldn't get really any more different. The similarities between the skill set needed, the soft skills, the communication, the ability to communicate with your clients, the ability to really take the experience from whether it's a bed or whether it's on a chair. And like, where do you see the similarities? How do you help these girls grow their lash business? And what do you take from the barber industry into this industry?
Oh, if I had to be 100% honest with you, it's exactly the same. The biggest thing that we work on is customer service. Customer service is key. Providing a quality experience is the second thing I would say. And then third is just being good with people. I think that a lot of people take that for granted, of being good to clients, being good to people, and just treating people like just genuinely good. Because naturally, I feel like people genuinely just want to feel wanted. So when you make people feel wanted, they're naturally attracted to your chair or to your lash bed. And it was all the same things. And so I'm just teaching them the same things that I applied with barbering and that I teach barbers. And it's working out, man. And we're gaining a lot of traction really fast.
Mostly personality. Like, you could be an okay barber and be fully booked if you have good customer service, if you are super convenient for your clients, if you have a decent product but a great personality. Like, you can't be jacking people's hair up. But if you're likable and you're always trying to go above and beyond for your clients, you're going to build up. And I think the barbers, especially if you have a chip on the shoulder and they don't want to go that extra mile. It's funny because, I have a barber in my salon and it works out great. And I've been to a couple of barbershops, and I've owned hair salons my whole life. And I see, because I love sitting in the barbershop and watching how everything plays out. It's a very different dynamic than a hair salon. And a lot of them, the hungry ones, they always survive. They always thrive. And the ones who don't want to be there, like, they kind of just cut just to get the job done and kick them out. And they're not as personable. They don't remember the conversation. I see that happening a lot in the barbershops, and the clients notice it. The 3 things, it could be 3 or 5, right? 5 habits or 3 habits, 3 to 5 that you do on a daily basis, or that you grew into, right? You actually started stacking into your life to build you a career of success. Like, what are the 5 things, 3 to 5 things that you do every day that a barber can take from this conversation and start putting that into his daily routine?
Oh, for sure, they have to learn something every single day. Like, I learn something every day. Like, I'm do something for yourself every day that's going to make you that much better. That could be barbering, it could be your financials, that could be business, that could be anything that's going to help you scale yourself. You got to learn at least one thing a day. 2, you got to market everything. I feel like a lot of people that are new refrain from posting and refrain from marketing themselves, because they don't think their haircuts are up to par. But for me, I think it's more of a portfolio, so that you can see the progress that you've made from when you started to where you're at. And then you're just building brand recognition where people are starting to see, and you're building a presence within your industry. So posting, you gotta post right out the gate. Don't wait, because I hear it a lot, like, oh, I'll start posting as soon as I get my license. And I'm like, nah, man, you gotta do that now. You gotta vlog the journey. People want to see that. People build relationships with that. Number 3, financial literacy. You have to educate yourself financially. Because if there's a lot of the things that I talk about on social media, I didn't learn it in school. I didn't take a class. I didn't, I wasn't that guy. Like, I wasn't financially literate when I was younger. It took me about 7 years, honestly, to really be financial, like to understand money and finances and credit and things like that. And that's where I look back, where a lot of the things that I'm teaching people are just things, mistakes that I made, you know? And so really make yourself literate and get help, seek help. Right? Like I said earlier, like a lot of people don't want to get help for their finances. They just want to keep it and not claim their taxes and, do things like that. Number 4, financially literate, marketing. There's a daily habit that I have every day that the first thing I do when I wake up is I check my bank account, because that's where my money's at. So I look at all my bank accounts and I see my finances, and then I check my booking app. And the way I explain it to people is that's where my money's at, and this is where my money's coming from. And so I get that a lot, because there'll be times where barbers or stylists or whoever will have an appointment and they didn't even realize it. And I'm like, how did you not know you had an appointment? Like I look at my booking app every single day, all day, every day. And so those are just 2 habits that I've done that I recommend for people, this every day, just checking my finances.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch the full video, click somewhere on this page. I think right over here is where the tab is to watch the full video. And we go live every day. So if you're a salon owner or an independent stylist and you're looking for help to grow and scale your business, tune in every day at 12 Eastern time to watch my lives.